All right, so check this out. You guys can see this article right here from Benzinga. Bitcoin to hit all-time high before the halving event. This is what one trader is predicting, and as this occurs, as the Bitcoin halving is quickly approaching, he is expecting volatility to really increase, or he expects violence. Let's go ahead and break down this article real quick, and we'll see if that's the case. Because if Bitcoin is going to make all-time highs, if you guys are bullish into the market in Bitcoin, then you have nothing to worry about. So you guys can see right here that the person who is predicting an all-time high before Bitcoin halving is no other than Fred Krueger. All right, he's a seasoned Bitcoin trader. On Monday, he predicted that Bitcoin is poised to reclaim its all-time high of $64,800. $64,800 within the next 60 days. That is even before the halving occurs. When is the Bitcoin halving? Well, here's a website right here for you all. Next Bitcoin halving is April the 19th, 2024. So we have about 75 days, 2 hours, 53 minutes, and 29 seconds left before that halving event occurs. So within that time frame, Fred is looking for the market to make all-time highs. Okay. Now, Fred bullish call comes off the back of very strong interest of the new nine. Institutional funds investing in Bitcoin. If you guys didn't know, many large hedge funds, institutions have created Bitcoin spot ETFs. That is what that new nine is. Now, his confidence rests on two key pillars: waning selling pressure and surging institutional accumulation. Yeah, with this new Bitcoin spot ETF, these large conglomerate financial institutions or entities are now plugging their way into purchasing and buying more Bitcoin. Now, Krueger argued that much feared GBTC unlock is largely behind us, with this selling pressure diminishing. Okay. Now, on the flip side, the spot ETF have been on a buying spree. Imagine a staggering 175,000 Bitcoin worth $7.5 billion in just 18 days. 18 days. So it looked like these conglomerates of money were just simply sitting on the sideline, waiting for the SEC to create their approval, to go ahead and do the go ahead, give them the nod. And now look at this: $7.5 billion of Bitcoin has already been bought by these spot ETFs. That's the green light. If anything, this is the reason why Fred is really expecting the volatility to increase in Bitcoin and for it to run to all-time highs before the Bitcoin halving. Now, extrapolating this trend over the next 30 to 60 days, Fred estimated that the new nine could in fact inject a further $4 to $6 billion into the market. This influx, he thinks, has the potential to catapult Bitcoin past its all-time highs before the halving, blindsiding most market participants. So how do you feel? Which side of the market are you on? Do you think that's feasible? Do you think that that can really happen? Just by the massive demand of these institutional businesses coming in and purchasing Bitcoin. Because do you really think that these businesses are done accumulating Bitcoin? If they're not, like he said, $4 to $6 billion more could be coming into Bitcoin, which would easily make the market in Bitcoin run to all-time highs. But the other side of my mind makes me wonder, these institutions don't want to buy Bitcoin at exceedingly higher price. They want to buy it on the low. They don't want to come in and buy it at expensive prices. So if $4 to $6 billion is currently sitting on the sideline, they will continue to hold that until they hit an attractive price in Bitcoin before the market will go higher. He didn't mention that at all in his tweet right here. Okay, so this is the tweet to where he lays out his agenda of noticing the potential for Bitcoin to run to all-time highs. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and look at why does it matter. Achieving this feat before the halving, where the block reward for miners gets cut in half, could shatter the turtle model, a bearish prediction of stagnation, and usher in a new era of bullish dominance. Now, Krueger isn't shy about the potential turbulence ahead. Quote, It can be absolutely very violent, he said, and I expect violence, end quote. Another person also is trying to say that Bitcoin is going to be volatile and could make all-time highs. His name is James Van Straten. Now, he's a lead analyst at CryptoSlate. He also tweeted out that Bitcoin can flip in a moment's notice just because what Meta did of increasing their market capitalization $200 billion. Now, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? It seems to me like these two individuals are looking for these financial institutions to continue to accumulate and buy Bitcoin. Now, with the reduction of supply of Bitcoin already available into the market, naturally so, the law of supply and demand will increase the value of Bitcoin. But will it happen in the next 30 to 60 days? Let's look at the chart and let's try to figure it out, because I do notice off of our price chart for Bitcoin that the market definitely is leaning to the upside. It's definitely leaning more towards being bullish from when we did our price prediction right here on the 24th of January. When you understand market dynamics and price action, you begin to see and understand, okay, cool, maybe I'm on the wrong side, because the market in Bitcoin definitely is trending bullish right now. The only thing that we can see that has eased our fears of seeing a breakout occur in the market of Bitcoin is the price of Bitcoin still trading below our sell zone. You guys can see it right there. The buyers are trying to break that sell zone as we speak, giving us opportunity to come in and play the market move to the upside while we understand and see that we're on the wrong side right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut this price prediction out the way and look for Bitcoin to trend to the upside. Now, for the market in Bitcoin to make all-time highs, let's go ahead and put this on the chart real quick and see how far the market from a percentage point has to go higher to make all-time highs. So 61.5% for Bitcoin to make all-time highs in the next 30 to 60 days. Is it possible? It's only possible if that violence that Fred and James are talking about occurs. If that violence doesn't happen, if the volatility in Bitcoin doesn't increase, it won't happen, especially in the next 30 to 60 days. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, period, but given a constraint of daytime from 30 to 60 days, if we don't see that volatility increase, then yeah, it's not going to happen. So now, let me go ahead and look at this on a different time frame first in Bitcoin, because we are going to play the market move to the upside. Let's go ahead and cut this price prediction out the way. So we'll be down right now 6.37% into the market in Bitcoin. The only qualm that I do have is the price inability so far to break above that sell zone. So is there still a chance that we may still be on the wrong side of the market looking for Bitcoin to go up? Yes. But I do suspect that all of this buying, because the market is not reacting to this up fake weakness bar right there on the weekly, you would expect the market to completely fall off a cliff, and it's not even doing that. Someone like Fred and James and many other people are talking about is accumulating. They're trying to hold on to Bitcoin. They're trying to buy Bitcoin. They're not trying to sell it right now. They just got entered into the market. They just recently got approval to come in and actually finally buy actual Bitcoin in this space. So why would they want to come in and start selling it now, you would think? Okay. Let's look at this on the 5. So you guys can see our targets though. These sell zones up here at the top, those will be our 2 targets. So now let me put that on the chart. So our first target is going to be either the low or the high of the sell zone, okay, or in between. Now at the high, that would give us 13.3%. And then our second target for Bitcoin is going to be all the way up here towards $51,816 at the high of that second sell zone, or the low, 50,808. At the high, 21.09% there, okay? Now I'm going to create this buy zone here. Okay, I don't want to see price action in Bitcoin fall below this buy zone. Let me get rid of these. Well, I'll hold those here longer. So this is where I'm looking for price in Bitcoin to trade over the next couple of weeks. We'll see how the market trends. We'll see how it trades. And if it maintains its bullishness, then cool. If it doesn't, we already know the reason why. The reason why would be because that increased volatility didn't happen. Okay, so let's see. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.